the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Sir, Jebekai Enche and a suspended Chief Justice Yemame Gertrude Torkornoo a press conference na Jebekai Nsem de Mami Eke bi power bra NDC amanyuko no ekame ese one abo one adwene pose Mami one ebeyino afri ho e de nipa foforo aba Mami ne cheche kwan NDC amanyuko no de ne nam so enye fe nyina enye asem kotwa na Jebekai eyade se obeye that press conference no eyade se oka se na lawyer for ebekwa akopie mu ewo court na one the petition akwa akopie mu ewo court na court no ahwe ma tentenene aye adwuma one ekoi na ene AG Yura Dr. Dominic Ayine and so akwa akopie mu ewo the High Court about Chief Justice suspended Chief Justice petition no odiko kopie mu High Court no say High Court no entwam na dia ena okan na ode yemkoni enkotie
at the Human Rights Division of the High Court in Accra, seeking to strike out Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo's early application for judicial review, citing a serious misstatement of capacity and the failure to include essential parties, errors that render the process null and void. In the opinion of the AG, we will bring details of that writ shortly. But first, here is the embattled Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Torkornoo, who revealed they have filed fresh processes at the High Court to thwart the committee's proceedings, and she spoke at a news conference a week ago.
It is this total absence of compliance with all known rules of fair hearing that has caused my lawyers to file applications for judicial review in the High Court to declare all the proceedings void. Because the clear danger is that through this flagrant violation of CI 47 and the darkness of the current proceedings being held in camera behind the walls of a Lodge, my lawyers and I can come to the end of the proceedings. The evidence will show that every one of those allegations in the petitions that were given to me on 27th March is unfounded and untrue.
Now, a member of our legal affairs desk, Kwaku Santa, joins us with more details of the fresh processes filed by the AG. Kwaku, if you can hear me, what can you report?
Noella, the details are that following the suspended Chief Justice's decision to file those processes at the High Court, couched in the manner of a judicial review and a human rights application, seeking to get the High Court to rule that the entire process that is currently underway by way of the Article 146 committee chaired by Justice Gabriel Poman, the Chief Justice contends that the process is shrouded in illegality. It breaches a fundamental human right as a person, and that is why she has filed that action at the High Court. Today, the Attorney General has responded, and under the hand of the Deputy Attorney General, Justice Nsem-Pii, and also by an affidavit deposed by a staff of the Attorney General Department, the big contention they make is that the chunk of the Chief Justice's contentions have already been decided on by the Supreme Court in a number of cases, which have all already been dismissed, also in one that she filed personally. But also the CJ's contention are still pending before the Supreme Court. We know that the Chief Justice is currently before the Supreme Court, although the application she filed for injunction has been dismissed. The substantive application has not yet been dealt with. And the Attorney General's claim is that the suspended Chief Justice is simply repeating and rehashing these same claims that are currently before the court, part of which have been dismissed at the High Court. And the High Court, which is a lower court than the Supreme Court, cannot purport to actually hear this matter. And so the Attorney General has now filed an application seeking to dismiss the entirety of the case filed by suspended Chief Justice at the High Court.
Meanwhile, the People's National Party has petitioned the Asantehene Otumfuo II to intervene in the recent suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo. led by its 2024 presidential candidate Janet Nabla. The PNP delegation presented the petition at the Nsem-Pii Palace, urging the Asantehene to use his influence to call on President John Mahama to revoke the suspension of the Chief Justice. There's more on the following report.
The People's National Party, led by its flag bearer in the 2024 presidential election, Janet Nabla, among other executives of the National Party, came to the Nsem-Pii Palace. This was to present a petition to the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II to intervene in the suspension of Chief Justice Torkornoo. According to Janet Nabla, the suspension of the Chief Justice strengthens the independence of the judiciary and undermines the country's democratic institutions.
Political parties are supposed to run a country. And to run a country, whatever is happening to the Chief Justice is not part of running the country. We have seen that as an abuse, not only on the Chief Justice, but the women of Ghana. We see what the NDC, John Mahama administration, whatever they are doing to the woman as an abuse of power. And we think that since all protocols are no longer working, our justice system has become an annex of political parties. We decided that we will come to Nsem-Pii Palace because we know that our tradition has already shown us. They were there before this democracy we inherited came along. So if our democracy is not working, we will go back to our roots and ask the chiefs, who are the custodians of the land, to tell the Mahama government, who is just renting part of the land to operate, to call him to order.
She further argues that the ongoing committee hearing betrays the judicial independence.
So today we are here we've presented our petition, we've cried about whatever violations are emitting out to the Chief Justice. We've outlined them in the petition, and we have given it to the Otumfuo's secretary. What is more painful is that today they said they are celebrating Thanksgiving. How do you come out and give thanks to God when you are vindictive in nature, you are wicked in nature, when your modus operandi is to punish your enemies, whether they commit a crime or not, they must be punished. Then you turn around that you are doing national Thanksgiving. We know very well that they should have been celebrating a National Day of Repentance instead of National Day of prayer. So Thanksgiving, we haven't seen any Thanksgiving anywhere. So today we are here to tell the whole of Ghana that whatever you saw after the Chief Justice came out and delivered his speech, whatever you saw is not real.
Yeah. But who know what to watch cause near who be nyan here, na nya man no, wo de onya sika wia. Na titi bi ma o mana. Wo mo hia free education na, you are okay. And you want da bia no, you want to cook something to get quick money. Enye koko na odua. MPP government is ready to say obedua koko. What it? It is a one what being say. Dabiano, you need quick money. It's okay, you go. Dabia what being say you need quick money. And what? As I say, Cathedral, in that meeting, when him any part 25 for now, what do I mokoye no? When him back or woman in a relationship. An officer about meeting now. Obaba ke be Cathedral said Nibusia ni pasumasi. Duncan Williams here. Duncan Williams here. As for 25 for now, uno mu call meeting. Uko starte. Term agenda no. And you part 25 for now count 26 no. Baku woman, unim mene relationship. Now who that bia so baba meeting ni bi. Who say on what da? Who da? I'm promising you. So who da? Opa bo we are Nsem-Pii nyina. Nyame nyinkyerɛw. Me na me ka kyerɛw. Sana me ya me deal. Asafofo 25 for na wo fra wo mo no. Asafofo 25 na wo fra mo no. A wo ka ho 26. Now ka say other churches ne de omo ye small boys. Mo ka say ye fana. Omo betie no. Ba ko ni mini relationship. minute relationship. Unim me ana me finance ne master's degree in theology enyina throughout. Me na me finance here e Israel. Me na me I finance it. Ne master's degree. Ekana odiba meeting ase no. Ekana odiba mumu meeting ase no. Me na me man 30,000 this one so kwato saka na odiba meeting ase no. Unima me ka kire one. Asofofo na omfra wo mo no. Baako me na me finance ni master's degree in theology e Israel. Na unhu so da oba koma unhu ni pakro so da because mo gini di so ye kase so ba unhu me ni relationship ka na ode ba ye no ode ba meeting no me 30,000 wom o ti ase enti dia wo be kan bia wo meeting na se time agenda ne de meeting bia mo ba ye bia no upon ya no or the dito bebrem. It is also your software. Very pathetic and regrettable. Say the general secretary. Ebe issue letter say or you revered. Revered that we any yimu ultimate time a political party be say sa party ni de nan people for na me hu ne hamo. And Niama Duncan Williams yeah prior to the 2024 elections, you know, I say mo yara yire free yade, and you are afraid to talk about it. You didn't to or no, and the jijina mu say Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Upe or more influence Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo about the National Cathedral, or more influence Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo Ghana about the National Cathedral. Duncan Williams, number one. Mupa munko bisa President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo will tell you, say, woman influence Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo to put up the National Cathedral. Duncan Williams, number one. Akufo-Addo muye. Share. Na abetra krom ha na am people na obetima hunu me young people need about bi antimi hunu obetima hunu the party leadership no omontra headquarters wo ba me dia me nya betra ha station ya me station nya party dia tima kama dwena kirawo ne wo ye nya meka kirawo nya people dia ya bronya me station wo ya me na me wife nko ade obi asikanim Anu kro ya ma yi ni $20,000 ya ma no nye na de. O se ma bufu am de na de be ma no. Na be me nko am de ya. O ti ase e. Ati mu ka training ha o. Mo suro sa mo be kana sa mo ntena ho. But I'm peeping to me stop me from speaking my mind. Any diabolic things you'll be here. I pull me my brother and I mean me probably una Duncan Williams. Me tietia so ne bosom na obakwano. Bosom na also de me kwaso say obegele me spiritually. E bosom wa na woko. Bosom bia wa Ghana has romi. Me tietia so you see, what and I from one say Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. One more mutina table so amunya idea about the National Cathedral. We are number one. Duncan Williams, nana make us the same way. We are number one. And Crawford Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo no mususu National Cathedral one or can say ya the papa. Na yem putu apono on pega babro nkasa meboa wo kwa ye die nipa na mpipi for dem mo mobo say on be chinchim musa continue because mo ye o matena se ahun say upe political party ye hurahuna na ye yi a the new patriotic party continue tamana andisi for kasatia National Cathedral no what is say obika say is against the Christian community. Mo MPP for. Na montia ni ye. o influence na na do wie ye no mo am YouTube mo am Facebook and TikTok na na do made Duncan Williams the board member or board chairman of the National Cathedral, either the board chairman or board member of the National Cathedral. Or ye no Anna Duncan Williams. Or say moi tama and this if one efras ye de and a cathedral na Duncan Williams say ma resign. Say be ya MPP be ya unpopular no. Na nsema and this if work say oh cathedral no krono akoso no. Enti Duncan Williams no mo ko negotiate say me resign to confirm ne momo kano. Enini Daily Graphic Online. Duncan Williams. Daily Graphic Online. Date ni 17th October 2023. Na Duncan Williams here then. Resign from the National Cathedral. Obiamo wow share TikTok live. Wow share YouTube live. Wow share yi. Monje Duncan Williams resigned from the National Cathedral Board. And so one na do ne plan here. And ti time this if for free kasana no or resign sebe ya oni this agenda no ebe ye pepepe into okọ or resign na ada enkrofo no so didi so na ye ekọ because they aba ho ba won ne plan ye na owie e ugya akofo ado sha mfini na this so message no and the MPP mun so munye head ne yankase Torkornoo koso eni ntra Duncan Williams tambia andi sibe kasa afa National Cathedral no hono na wo mo kasa no ma boy Duncan Williams dini say Torkornoo e koso ntina Duncan Williams ya dey I resign and andi sibaye no o mama Ghana fo nyina ate say National Cathedral no ya de papa nto ombeto aso. Oh MPP, shame on you people. MPP National Executive, shame on you people. Shame on you people. And now, the National Cathedral now and this year one propaganda. Woman Duncan Williams kwa year one. Say resign yen so fufuo binum. Ama omo hwe ya say nipa ode ne ba so resign dia yen so ebekọ. And non ne compelling is would anaba nom nyina ma omo so resign ye because of Duncan Williams diabolic agenda against the New Patriotic Party. And all resign koye na this is so mu enti samu ba 2024 anytime bia and this be kasa bia no omo say I Torkornoo kwaso enu ntina Duncan Williams ayeren I resign. Torkornoo kwaso enu ntina Duncan Williams ayeren I resign. What? No mudi agu yeso. Na MPP here unpopular because of Duncan Williams resignation from the National Cathedral. And now Torkornoo amode to MPP so say ye di cathedral sika $58 million and Torkornoo no way. And this ya catch say cathedral no one beto aso na e ade edi sika be bro man no. Yes, no kre. The entia wo mo to aso no say Cote d'Ivoire. Babia Cote d'Ivoire Ivory Coast mine womunya revenue pa Africa say every Sunday a 10 taxes o mo de wo mine mu ayede cathedral na o masie e wo Ivory Coast biso bia if you call the Ivory Coast finance minister obeka kire say nienti babia omunya o mo revenue their major source of a revenue aye the Ivorian Cathedral I want Ivory Coast. Nasika omu hwie in a day no. Se so omatikano, atikano, anya some faswo because cathedral no ababeye like a tourist center. Every Sunday, obia wo Ivory Coast ubia pesa okwa ho. Ukwa so you pay money. Ubenya babi atena.